Hi, this is Christine, and welcome to Helipad. We have an OG today. Master Flynn, tell me more about yourself.
Hey, thank you so much for this. This is so cool. You guys, I love the community that we built. And I'll be honest, I didn't actually help start this because I was like one of the people that found the place as it was already going. So the original OGs were Julian Strange, Silknet, and Otomoto, right? And back in March of 2025, I found this. It popped up in my feed because Silknet, man's a master marketer. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I want to go to this. So like the first one, I literally, after the first one, that next Monday, I went into my boss and I said, I can't work on Sundays anymore because I have church.
Oh my God. What did your boss say?
She's like, okay, get it. No problem. No, so I had
He's going to buy all your videos. Like, why is he always here on Sundays?
But I have the flexibility of a job. So,
yeah.
And thank God. But literally, I think I've only missed, since last year of March in 2025, I think I've only missed one helipad. I've been here every Sunday because I love what these guys actually created. You know, and Julian's no longer here. He comes in every once in a while, but now I'm one of the three major guys that help set up everything. We run the gear.
Yeah.
We chooses some great locations. Like today, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and I get to hang out with some really cool house heads like you. So
no, I feel like you just I since I've been here, you have been such a big part of Helipad and the expansion of Helipad along with Silk and Automotive.
Yeah, we all do our part.
Yeah, and I see you playing your
followers
sets.
now on Instagram. I'm like, oh my God.
So tell me more how you really got started to like how you became a DJ.
How I became a DJ. Okay.
Yeah.
How I became a DJ, I'm going to give a shout out to my OG, my mentor, Ulysses Goldman. That's back in Rhode Island, back in 1989.
1989?
89. This is after I graduated high school. But there was this under 21 club that my mentor was DJing at, and I kept pestering him. I'm like, how can I help you?
Yeah.
So he's like, here, take the camera and go out and film people dancing. So that was how I started DJing. I actually was on the dance floor. I had to frame folks for our cable access show, which, like, nowadays YouTube is nothing. We can post whatever. But back in the day, cable access was like you had to carry all this huge equipment. Like the deck for recording was like the size of a pocketbook, and then you had this huge camera. So that was my job. And then we would go back and mix a dance TV show.
Oh my gosh.
It was called Ulysses and His Party Thing.
Yeah.
So then, we would always be out gigging and doing whatever.
Yeah.
So we would play like, junior high dances, and local nightclubs, and weddings, and all this sort of stuff. Finally, this is my big break. He said, I overbooked this weekend. I need you to take the secondary system and go out and do it yourself. I won't be there. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And he's like, Flynn, look, I've seen you. You're good. Don't worry. I wouldn't trust you with the kit if you couldn't handle it. And that was literally, I've been hauling cases and record crates and everything since 1989. I mean,
that is crazy.
I'm dedicated. I'm a DJ to the core. And
you
when I
are.
found Helipad, I gotta say, Silknet is one of the best DJs that I've ever been able to work with.
He's amazing.
Hands down. He's a fucking master.
Yeah.
He's a really master. And Otomoto is such a technological genius, and his sets are flawless, and we work really well together. And that's I really love it.
Yeah.
And that bleeds out into everybody else that shows up.
Yeah.
When they feed off of our energy, that's our biggest payoff. My biggest payoff.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
What is your favorite moment while performing at Helipad?
Wow. Okay.
I'm sure you have a lot, but like
I have so many. I mean, look around. This is one of my favorite moments right now. But one of my favorite moments when we did our 1 year anniversary at Slipper Clutch, and all of our friends showed up, and all of our best DJs were there, and we took over the spot, and it was so amazing. It was just absolutely, it was flawless. Everybody showed up. They brought their energy. It was pure Helipad.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of my favorite ones.
Do you love to create music, produce anything? Do you have any albums or any songs that you want to get released? That you can actually perform at Helipad, or just to perform at all? I'm sure you have a lot.
I have produced, but I've been sitting on my hands for a long time. But I'm getting that itch again. I just got Ableton. I got a bunch of other gear, so I'm kind of ramping up to start doing what I used to do. But it's been a long time since I produced any original music. But I can play. I play guitar, bass, and drums, and guitar, and vocals.
And we have seen that. We've seen Flynn do everything here. I think it was like a couple weeks ago I saw him playing the guitar, and I was like, amazing.
And stilts.
Like,
I've actually shown up on stilts.
Yeah, it was a real cool blend. I think it was you, Silk, E95, Sparrow, and all you guys were like blending together. And I know you're in the background playing the guitar. I was like, wow, this is actually a good mashup.
We built up synths, and like we're all doing like some live music jam. That's my favorite because it's like you're on the cusp of just like it's random. You have no idea what's going to come out, and before you know it, you're going to record something. You're like, well, we're going to use that. Before you know it, we're all dancing to it in like 6 months. I love it.
That's what we want. We want to dance.
But to be honest, the thing I love most about Helipad is the community. I've met more people in the last year since I've been hanging out with Helipad than since the last 4 years that I've lived in Los Angeles alone.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I've met more friends. I have all these DJs that show up. I know all these guys. I know who they are, what they are, like their music. There's some really great energy. And thank you for doing all of this because, we actually get to get some feedback about what we've experienced too. So
this is absolutely amazing.
Everybody shows up. Thank you so much.
Making time to talk to us. Is there a DJ that still inspires you to this day? I know you started in 1989. I mean, I know it changes all the time. Is there just one that
it's funny. I thought you were going to
this will never change.
I thought you were going to ask this. One of the first producers that really inspired me was BT, Brian Transu. And it was very melodic, kind of progressive trance.
Yeah.
But he did this one remix of Sarah McLachlan's Silence, which just like blew my mind. And that's what I started buying gear because of that track.
Yeah.
And now more recently, I would say like when I hear a remix that I really like, it's usually was it Chris Lake? Chris Lake, and Fisher. I love Fisher. Fisher does but Bob Moses. Like, there's so many artists that are like just branching down. Core was just here a couple of months ago, like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I really wish I could have caught that, but that would have been fantastic production. But
I know the DJ scene has expanded so rapidly. Can you let me know just how it is? I know that, again, back from 1989 when we first started to now, a lot of things has changed, but can you give the viewers just a little bit more context of like how things have changed in that scene? Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe we still have like the trance, the techno, but now it's maybe more technical because you have more people being interested in being a DJ, right? So there's more drum sets, more equipment that they could play.
So the biggest change?
Or a few changes, yeah.
So I literally went from a stack of milk crates with vinyl up to here, 3 stacks as we would roll into a gig on a hand truck. And now I have 10 times that on a little USB drive that I always have with me right here. I can show up at a club and plug in anywhere. That's like more than 3 stacks of vinyl.
Wow.
Complete records. Like there's how many thousands of songs that I have on there versus when I started.
Do you have backups? Like, what happens if you lose it?
Oh, I have. Yeah.
I lose everything.
I always have.
Huh?
I always have a ton of backups.
Okay.
But the other thing is, okay, that's the storage portion. But seriously, I would recommend as a DJ, you have auto sync. We all have the sync button that we rely on so much. I dare you to turn the sync button off, have your track running, and load a track, and listen in the queue, and just use the pitch controller to match the beat. That little dial on the side of the jog wheel, that goes faster or slower.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do back in the day with vinyl. You did not have a sync button. Try to practice with that. You will connect more with your music if you're listening to actually how these waveforms really co-oscillate and then all of a sudden lock.
That seems like a lot of work.
That's what you're looking for. But you
yeah.
At first you might be like, oh, it's cacophony.
That's like some good technical
But
talent
when you get here, you do tend to find out where that sweet spot is.
Absolutely.
The fixed point. And Silk is always on my sometimes he doesn't like my transition. But
goes dancing.
Sometimes you want to rock, sometimes you want to slam, sometimes you just want to like.
Hey.
I love it. It's like the way you listen to music is what you're doing as a DJ, and that's what you're playing for the people.
Yeah. When you're not DJing, what is something that you like to do that makes you happy just as much as being, performing in front of people?
What's my other
hobbies?
My other joy?
Yeah.
Well, I make things.
Like what?
I work with wood.
Ooh.
I'm a woodworker.
Yeah.
I've been known to build guitars. I'm a carpenter. I just kind of like, here's the other side of the coin. I'm a DJ, but I'm also a set designer. So like if I have to have some kind of like prop or whatever that I want, I can build it.
Yeah.
I don't have to rely on somebody else.
Yeah.
So that would be my other. I'm a maker.
I love that.
I can work a 3D printer. I can work a laser etcher. I can.
Yeah, not many people can do that, so that's really cool. You have a lot of creativity.
I got a big toolbox.
Yeah.
I think that's true. When you're a maker, you want to learn everything.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is.
So I asked this to everybody that I interview. What is one song that would be your walk-on song? Like when you walk into anywhere, right? And then there's a song that just keeps repeating itself, but it describes you, who you are.
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
Off the album, super sexy,
Really?
sweet sounds.
Okay.
And it's I'm having a hard time thinking of the name because the music is actually the same type of music as on the album.
Yeah.
It's not Dragula. It's La Sexorcisto. That's the
What? It's okay. I forget songs. I don't all the time.
Sure.
Don't worry. But like,
More
why?
human than human. That's the one.
Why though? Like, do you feel that it just
just the way
you are
it's
as a person?
Okay.
Okay.
You walk in, you're like, yeah. Because I used to walk in, like when I was doing Comic-Con stuff, I would dress up like a predator with a lightsaber, and that was my performance piece.
Yeah.
Was more human than human.
I love that.
And it was a lightsaber kind of
Yeah.
demo thing. I'm a big dork.
Yeah.
And now I'm a DJ.
Now you're performing for everyone. Your sets is amazing. I love how you mix so many
I set
different
this up so everybody else can perform. I haul everything. I want everybody else to have a stage.
I was vibing earlier. I was playing his set earlier. It was like this 80s type, I don't know, theme, and I was like, okay, I'm enjoying this. I like this a lot. So you're amazing. Continue doing what you're doing. You're spreading so much happiness.
I appreciate you.
Everybody.
This is great.
Yeah.
Featuring all of our DJs and giving an insight to who we are. It's great. This is so cool.
Thank you. Well, thank you again for making time, and we really appreciate you being part of Helipad. Good job.